What is a bowing wall? Well, I get asked this all the time. And how do I know what if I have a bowing wall? What can I check? And I've done a few videos on this, a few postings, and I'd like to give you a little bit better idea as to what you could look for at your house to see if you have a bowing wall. But let me define a bowing wall first. A bowing foundation wall is a foundation wall, that's the vertical concrete wall that holds up the four sides of your house. And those foundation walls are supposed to, in general, be straight up and down, straight vertical. When you have water that sits in the soil outside the house and it's there all the time, it's moisture in the ground, that moisture pushes on the foundation wall. It is looking for some place to drain to. It does not want to sit in the soil. So it is looking for a way to come in the house. Now let's compound that with a area of the world where you have freezing and thawing, freezing and thawing, freezing and thawing. The Midwest in the United States, Alaska, Colorado, Idaho, the Rocky Mountains, the Sierra Nevada mountains, any mountains where snow is a regular occurrence or cold temperatures are a regular occurrence in any country around the world where there are modern houses being built that may have a basement. Your house may have a basement, or it may only have a crawl space. Well, those situations do cause water to sit in the soil, and therefore it causes expansion and contraction in the soil, which pushes on the foundation wall. And you might say, well, a foundation wall is very strong. It's 8 inches thick. It has steel in it. If you have a basement, it's 8 feet tall or it's 10 feet tall. How could that cause a bowing wall? Well, the fact of the matter is the pressure of that water in the soil pushing on that foundation wall is stronger, believe it or not, it is stronger than the foundation itself. So let's take a look and see an example of a bowing wall. Well, this picture that I'm showing you here is a cinder block wall that is in terrible shape. This wall is about to collapse. That's how bad it is. I used AI and I used Copilot to come up with this drawing of a foundation wall that's bowing in. I have lots of other real photos, but I just had this handy, and so I created it. Now, so that foundation wall is coming in, and as a matter of fact, it's almost collapsing. That is a bad foundation wall. Now, sometimes you can't even tell if you have a foundation wall. I have seen many houses that have a situation where the wall's bowing in, but the people don't know it because the basement has been drywalled or has been coated over and thickened so it looks like it's a straight wall, but in fact, it's really not. Now, that's deceptive, and there's all kinds of issues with that. But let's assume that's not going on here. But you may have to remove drywall in the basement to be able to see. So I'm giving you what it looks like on the inside, and then I'm going to give you a couple of indicators as to what to look for on the outside. So this next picture is what happens to your main beam if you have a bowing wall. Because you see, if that foundation wall is curving in like this, and you have a main beam that is supporting the upstairs, what do you think is going to happen? Yes, that main beam is going to poke out through the foundation wall. That's another very good indicator of a bowing wall. Another thing that can happen on a bowing wall is when the house was built, the foundation wall was straight, and then they put a 2x4 up on top of it, which makes up the studded wall above, and the rest of the house is built. Well, when that wall bows in or leans in or whatever it's going to do, that 2x4 can come off of the foundation wall. And that is where the J-bolt, which is a bolt that comes up from the top of the foundation through that stud, can break through and show it pop out, basically. So that's another indicator. And a number of times I have given some indicators that you can do with your finger. You can stick your thumb in below the siding and at the top of the foundation wall. And if it's not even all the length of the wall, that can be an issue as well. So I hope this helps you. If you have other questions, certainly you can subscribe to my channel, and you can become a member of the Foundation Repair Academy. Join there, or just leave me a comment here. I'll try to get back to you and answer that. If you've seen that, if you've had a bowing wall, or you currently have a bowing wall and you're not sure what to do about it, okay? So just get in touch with me that way, and we'll see you on the next video.